Hello, my name is Edi Amirul Iman. Right now, I will be explain about the general of the heat transfer for the three method. As we know, heat transfer is the way heat move from the something hot to something cool. This happen all around us, like when a material spoon in hot soaps become warm, or the sun makes our skin feel hot. There are three main way that heat can move. For example, conduction, convection, and radiation. Each one works in the different way and happen in the different material like solid, liquid, or gas. So for the conduction is happen in the solid, especially the metal. It occurs when the heat is transferred directly through a material from the one particular to another without the material moving. For example, when one end of the metal rod is heated, the other end become hot over time. Second, for the convection is take place in the liquid and gas. It involves the movement of warm fluid rising and cooler sinking, creating and continuous flow called and convection current. This is how heat spread in the boiling water or in the air inside a room. And lastly, for the radiation is the transfer of heat through the electromagnetic wave, and it doesn't need any medium, solid, liquid, or gas to the travel. A good example is the heat from the sun reach it of the feeling warm from the fire without touching it. Next, I will be explain about the first experiment, like the summary of the experiment one is the conduction. In this experiment, we will demonstrate the concept of the heat transfer through the conduction. Conduction is occur when the heat travel through the solid material without the movement of the material itself. This type of the heat transfer commonly happen in the metal and other solid object. By using the metal ruler, wax, and small nail, we will observe how heat move from the one end of the ruler of the another, so causing the nail to the fall of the one by one. And this help us understand how heat transfer directly through the contact between the particle in the solid.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Aizat bin Masturi, DD2300098. Today I will present an experiment that demonstrates heat transfer through conduction. The apparatus use a ruler, a candle, a lighter, and several small nails to this experiment. So we continue to the experiment. Thank you. Now we continue to the experiment setup. The method of the experiment is as follows. A small amount of candle wax is placed on several nails, and the nails are attached to a metal ruler. Then one of the ruler end of the ruler is heated using by a candle. We observe which nail fall off first. That's all for me. Thank you. Now we continue to the result of the experiment. The nail that is closest to the heat source fall off first. This shows that heat travels from the hot area to the cooler area along the steel ruler. So that's all from me. Thank you. Now we continue to the result of the experiment. The nail that is closest to the heat source fall off first. This shows that heat travels from the hot area to the cooler area along the steel ruler. So that's all from me. Thank you. Now we continue to the result of the experiment. The nail that is closest to the heat source fall off first.
So next for the second experiment is the convection experiment. In this experiment, we aim to show how heat is transferred through the water using the convection current. When water is heated, warmer molecule become less denser and rise, while the cooler, denser water sinks. This continuous cycle forms what is known as a convection current. To visualize this, we will use hot water and sprinkle tea powder on its surface. The movement of the tea particle will help us observe the flow of heat within the water and how convection help distribute heat evenly in the liquid.
So for this experiment, we need four items, which is water, scissors, tea powder, and clear container. So hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Iqmal Alif, and today I'm going to demonstrate a simple and interesting science experiment to show you how convection works. So first, I fill a clear glass or container with hot water, just hot enough to be safe. Then I gently sprinkle a small amount of tea powder into the surface of hot water. Now, let's see and observe. After a few seconds, you will begin to notice the tea particle sinking and slowly moving in the water. They swirl around as the hot water rises and the cooler water moves downwards. This visible movement is caused by convection current inside the glass. So in conclusion, this experiment clearly shows how heat is transferred by convection in liquid. The tea particle help us see motion of the water as it moves from the bottom to the top. So hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Iqmal Alif, and today I'm going to.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Nazmi bin Zamrus, DD230069. So I will explain about the third experiment related about radiation. So the objective is to observe how heat from a flame can be felt without a direct contact, showing heat transfer by radiation. So theoretically, radiation is a transfer of heat through electromagnetic wave. It does not need a medium, and heat from the flame travel as infrared radiation and can be felt without touching the flame. So for the apparatus for the experiment, first one is candle and lighter, lastly is paper. So for the experiment, as you can see, we take two attempts for the experiment, showing that the flame from the candle emit radiation through the paper. So the paper is slowly burning without touching directly to the candle flame. So for the experiment, as you can see, we take two attempts for the experiment, showing that the flame from the candle.
So, so from the three experiment, conduction, convection, and radiation, we have observed the different way heat can be transferred. For the conduction experiment occur in the solid where the heat move through the direct contact between the particle. This was shown by heating one end of the metal ruler and observing how the nail fell in the sequence. For the convection experiment is happen in the liquid or gas where the warmer, less denser fluid rise and colder, denser fluid sink, creating circular motion. This was demonstrated through the movement of the tea leaf in the hot water. And lastly, for the radiation is the transfer of heat through the electromagnetic wave without the medium without the needing a medium. This was proven by the comparing how the black and white surface observe heat differently under the sunlight. So each experiment confirmed that heat can travel through the different mechanism depending of the medium involved. So that's all from me for our conclusion. Thank you.